Hello everyone, welcome to our MBA 907 assignment presentation. So in this presentation, we have Naman, Monish and Saurav. So here we'll be exploring the strategic transformation of Etisalat into EN, one of the most significant corporate shifts in the UAE's telecom and tech space. So, Etisalat, as many of us know, has been leading telecom provider in the region since 1976. But by 2022, with the rise of digital platforms and changing consumer needs, the company decided to take a bold new direction. It rebranded as E&, signaling a major shift from being just a telecom provider to becoming a global technology and investment group. Today, E&, operates through four main verticals: E&, UAE for telecom services, E&, Life focused on consumer digital experiences, E&, Enterprise providing B2B tech solutions, and E&, Capital driving innovation through investments and venture capital. This transformation also aligns with UAE Vision 2030, supporting national goals of digital innovation, sustainability, and global competitiveness. So, coming to the next slide, the strategic shift and internal challenges. So, this company used to sell SIM cards and internet packages. Suddenly, they had to build streaming apps, offer mobile payments, and manage fintech services. So, this is a massive change. At and this wasn't that easy, so it came with certain challenges. They had to deal with OTT competitors like WhatsApp and Netflix. Their systems were old, not built for a new digital services, and eventually and even internally people were hesitant. Changing a company's culture isn't easy. So what did Ian do? They launched dedicated digital units to keep things agile, formed strategic partnership with Microsoft and Meta, rebuilt teams that brought in new digital talent and invested in innovation hubs. But it wasn't just about fixing problems. There was a real opportunity in the market. People across the region wanted fintech, streaming, and super apps. Ian already had the infrastructure and resources to make it happen. With the support of government and regulatory alignment, this move just made sense both strategically and nationally. So coming to the next slide, did it actually work out? Honestly, yes, it did work out really well for Ian. Ian isn't just seen as a telecom provider anymore; it's now recognized as a fintech first brand with serious momentum. A few highlights that includes they acquired Starsplay Mina, so they are in the streaming game now. They have partnered with Microsoft for cloud services and Mastercard for fintech. They have also launched super apps like mobile payments, entertainment, and lifestyle services in one platform. By 2023, their net profit crossed around AED 10 billion, and Ian Capital started investing in cutting edge ventures across the region. But what's really impressive, the brand's perception completely changed. People now see Ian as a modern, innovative, and part of UAE's tech driven future. So, coming to the next slide, here we can see there's the pestle analysis. So, we use pestle framework to understand the environment they were operating in. So, politically, the UAE government was fully supportive for the Vision 2030 backed digital growth and smart cities. Economically, telecom revenue was slowing, but digital demand was growing. So, it was the right time to diversify. So socially, people's habits were shifting. Everyone was using smartphones, reading content, and paying through apps. Technologically, this was the era of 5G, IoT, and AI, and EN partnered with global players to stay ahead. Environmentally, they net the zero to 2050 agenda pushed EN to build greener infrastructure, especially in data centers. Legally, they had to navigate through cybersecurity laws, data privacy, and even IP risk, especially when moving into fintech and streaming platforms. So overall, the external environment was pushing EN in the right direction, and they moved fast to take advantage of it. So next slide, we can see the Porter's five forces. So the substitute products were really high. Apps like WhatsApp and Netflix offer similar services and mostly for free. The supply power was low to moderate as EN's most owns most of its infrastructure, but still depends on Microsoft and Meta for tech support. The threats of new entrants were medium, as starting a telecom company is tough, but launching a digital app or a fintech platform is much easier. So the buyer power was really high, as customers in the UAE have options and can switch easily. That makes innovation and value super important. Talking about industry rivalry, it is also very high as E&, competes not just with DU and STC, but also global giants like Google, Amazon, and a bunch of startups. So to wrap up my part, this wasn't just a rebrand; it was a full scale transformation. And Ian took on big risk, made smart moves, and positioned itself as a leader in the digital infrastructure of UAE. Now I'll pass on to Naman, who will be taking the presentation forward. Thank you.
Okay, we have done the VRIO analysis. The VRIO analysis for Etisalat's internal resources and capabilities to assess their potential for competitive advantage. Starting with strong brand reputation, it's clearly a valuable asset. It helps Etisalat attract and retain customers in a competitive telecom market. However, it's not highly rare or difficult to imitate in the region. Its advantage is sustained primarily through brand loyalty and customer perception, though not fully inimitable. Advanced tech infrastructure is another key resource. It's valuable and somewhat rare, especially in the Middle East, but moderate in imitability due to rapid tech evolution and industry benchmarks. So it offers a temporary advantage unless Etisalat keeps innovating. Next, for government support and licensing, clearly stands out. It's valuable, rare, and hard to imitate, mostly due to regulatory barriers. This makes it one of Etisalat's few truly sustained advantages, as it limits competition and secures market access. The diversified service portfolio covering digital, finance, and cloud solutions adds value and moderate rarity. But since competitors are pursuing similar strategies, it results in a temporary edge unless differentiation improves. Finally, for financial performance and internal expansion are both solid contributors to value. They are moderately rare and immutable, meaning they provide short to mid-term advantages if not continually reinforced through strategy. So overall, while Etisalat has several strong resources, government backing is its most defensible asset, and most other advantages are only sustainable if supported by continuous innovation and execution. Moving on to financial analysis. Looking at Etisalat's recent financial performance, there are clear signs of growth and strategic financial restructuring. First, the operating profit margin has improved significantly from 25% in 2020 to 30% in 2023 and then to 34% in 2024. This growth reflects the success of their diversification into digital, cloud, and financial services, which are higher margin areas compared to traditional telecom operations. Return on invested capital stayed constant at 19% across 2023 and 2024, even during expansion. That consistency shows that Etisalat is maintaining capital efficiency despite increased investment, which is positive sign for financial discipline. However, the current ratio declined from 0.98 to 0.76. That could signal short-term liquidity concerns, possibly because more capital is tied up in operations or receivables. It's something the company would need to monitor closely to avoid liquidity strain. Interestingly, the debt to equity ratio dropped sharply from 1.03 in 2023 to 0.34 in 2024. This suggests a strategic deleveraging, meaning Etisalat is now relying less on debt and moving towards a more conservative capital structure after early years of growth funded by borrowing. To conclude, Etisalat is showing strong profitability and capital efficiency, but it must manage liquidity risk in the short term. Long term, its financial strategy appears to be shifting towards stability, which aligns with its push into more sustainable tech-driven services. Moving on to Saurav.
So I'll be presenting the benchmark comparison between Etisalat, which is now rebranded as and its main competitor Do. Since its rebranding in 2022, Etisalat has positioned itself as more than just a telecom provider. Under the umbrella, the company has diversified into cloud computing, AI, cybersecurity, and fintech services like and Wallet, which has gained popularity for bill payments and remittances. It has also expanded its international footprint by acquiring stake in Vodafone. In contrast, Du has maintained a strong focus on core telecom operations with improvements in efficiency and an effort to move forward towards digital transformation. However, Do has yet to launch a fintech product in the UAE, placing it slightly behind in digital diversification. Looking at network performance, Etisalat leads with 97% 5G coverage in urban and enterprise zones compared to Do's 95%. Etisalat is consistently ranked as the fastest and most reliable network in the UAE. From a customer experience perspective, Etisalat holds a higher Play Store rating of 4.8 stars while Do is rated 4.2, reflecting stronger satisfaction with the digital experience. Lastly, in sustainability, Etisalat focuses on advanced systems and global collaborations, while Do emphasizes in renewable energy and waste reduction. In summary, while both have made progress, Etisalat's broader digital strategy, superior performance, and diversified services clearly gives it a competitive edge. Uh, so next, I'll be walking you through the value chain of Etisalat, now rebranded as and how it supports the company's successful transformation into a digital powerhouse. So starting off with the primary activities, in inbound logistics, Etisalat partners with global tech leaders like Huawei, Nokia, and Ericsson to build its 5G, fiber, and IoT infrastructure. It also imports essential hardware like SIM cards and routers to meet customer demand. Operations include the UAE's largest telecom network, offering services through retail stores, kiosks, and outline platforms. In outbound, in outbound logistics, Etisalat ensures fast delivery of telecom services like eSIMs and provides advanced cloud and cybersecurity solutions, especially to enterprises and the government. For marketing and sales, EN runs major campaigns and tailors mobile plans to attract a wide range of consumers, often using direct outreach for promotions. Lastly, customer support is a strong focus with 24/7 assistance via call centers, mobile apps, and AI-powered chatbots. Um, now, the company is deeply invested in digital growth, working with startups and tech partners while aligning with UAE telecom regulations. Through HR management, Etisalat trains a large, diverse workforce to stay ahead in technology and customer service. In the procurement sector, the company is shifting towards a greener supply chain, showing its commitment to sustainability. From here, I'll pass it on to Monish.
Yes. Hi. So I will quickly take you through the SWOT and the TOW analysis, followed by shareholder and stakeholder insights for Ian. So, starting with the SWOT analysis. So, Ian's strengths include a strong brand legacy, a solid finances, and a diverse digital portfolio. However, there are like quite a few challenges that were still consistent for the brand. Out of one, which was confusion, dependency on telecom revenue, and limited global tech. There were quite a few opportunities lying in expanding the fintech, tapping into smart city and IoT growth, and forming global tech partnerships. But there were also certain threats like intense competition, regulatory risks, and cyber security issues that should have been managed carefully. So that moving on to the next slide, the TOWS matrix. Can you move to yeah? That TOWS matrix, which mainly builds onto this by aligning strategies. For example, EN can use its financial strength to invest in high growth tech like AI and health tech, modernize systems to improve agility and clarify its brand to tackle market confusion. So, if like moving to the next slide, which talks about the shareholder analysis. Basically, if you check the shareholder analysis, investors and the UAE government hold high interest and influence. So their key concerns are like ROI, strategic direction, and business sustainability. So regular updates and transparent reporting are essential for the brand. And lastly, moving on to the stakeholder mapping, which highlights the key players that include shareholders, regulators, senior leadership, and business units. They require close engagement from the brand. Others like customers, vendors, and media need to be kept informed to maintain a support and perception regarding the brand. So I'll be handing it over to Saurabh, who will be discussing the conclusion and the recommendation bit.
In conclusion, Etisalat's value chain reflects a tech-enabled, customer-centric approach backed by strong financials, government support, and strategic partnerships. While Do remains a strong telecom player, Etisalat's diversified services, innovation, and international strategy clearly set it apart. To wrap it up, I'd like to share three key recommendations for Etisalat's continued growth as a digital leader. First is Etisalat should build one unified super app that combines telecom services, payments, streaming, and shopping. This would boost convenience for users and increase overall engagement with EAN's ecosystem. Secondly, it's crucial to leverage AI to enhance the customer experience. By analyzing user behavior, AI can deliver personalized offers, smarter recommendations, and faster support, leading to higher satisfaction and loyalty. And thirdly, Etisalat should expand internationally in digital markets, investing in tech startups and platforms beyond the UAE, which will diversify revenue and reduce reliance on local operations. These steps will help Etisalat stay competitive, innovative, and globally relevant. Thank you.